a montage of clips that I got while bullying a server as Yutyrannus, which is one of my favorite dinosaurs to play as in Jurassic Blocky. Unfortunately, Yutyrannus often gets underestimated by other players due to his low health and small size compared to most of the other meta dinosaurs to play as. You can see this demonstrated here as I pick a fight with a Giga for some reason and only don't die because these two Ankylosaurs saved me. Now, see that Pyroraptor behind me? They made one of the biggest mistakes in Jurassic Blocky, approaching a Yutyrannus from behind. See, because you can control the Yutyrannus' heavy's movement, you can look like you're running away with it before charging right into your attacker. Effectively saying, "Nuh-uh, you ain't attacking me today, bucko." And this strategy did work, but with one downside, this friggin' Giga. And now that I've finally realized that I've cornered myself between a rock and a hard place, I stop and think, what can I do in this scenario? Nah, just kidding, I immediately ran into the Pyroraptor. I missed my attack, and then randomly the other Pyroraptor from the montage respawns and attacks me. Now that I'm being attacked by 3 different players at once, I decide to run for my life, and then realize that I'm almost out of stamina. So I decide to lock the heck in and fight all 3 of them at once, which I'm surprised worked as well as it did. I'm just gonna let the fight play out. Yeah, I don't know how I lived that. But anyways, here I am in another server peacefully grinding amber when I see, in the distance, 2 Spinosaurus. Now what do you think I do in this situation? Do I A, keep peacefully grinding amber, B, attack the Spinosaurus, or C, eat cheesecake? If you chose option C, you know me very well, but are still wrong. Cause I charge into those Spinos faster than a spider invades your home in winter. Now after the Spino rips a chunk out of that galley, I utilize another thing Utyrannis has going for it, being its small hitbox, and evade all of their attacks. Except for when the blue Spino flanks me and stun locks me until I'm trapped between a rock and a rock. But I managed to get out of there because the galley distracted them for me for some reason. Now the Spino is taunting me, so I naturally taunt back. Instead of running away like a normal person would do, I ran right back into the fight, getting myself down to half health in 1 hit, and then almost not managing to get away because of how speed and health works in Jurassic Blocky. Now once I get myself fully regened, I see this galley and decide to pick it off from the group. And looking back at this footage, I don't even know if it knew I was chasing it or not. We decide to use both of our heavies at the same time, but I'm smarter and managed to hit it in mid-air and throw it away from that T-Rex who's definitely chasing me. Suddenly, this random gallimimus jumps me, fails to hit its own heavy, and now I'm forced to fight against 2 opponents at once. And oh, would you look at that, I have an excuse to use that song again. So I'm pulling out the same tactics I used when fighting those Spinos and never get hit a single time. Somehow. Until now. I pull the oldest trick in the book and use a run heavy like a melee, and hope I did not just kill that galley with the heavy because that wouldn't give me amber. Boom, that's 1 down. I'm running out of stamina. I'm thinking I'm gonna have to iguanodon my way through this until the other galley comes back and steals my kill. think he's trying to menu here, so, I just chuck him like a baseball. Okay, next situation. If I may ask, what the hell do I do in this situation? Okay, let's look what we got here. Both my stamina and health are incredibly low. There is a Carnotaurus with murderous intent charging right at me. I'm pinned in a corner, and my heavy is on cooldown. So I decide to run with the little amount of stamina I have left, hoping I can regen some HP, which I do regen a surprising amount of. Since I'm almost out of stam, I use my heavy to get away and regen some more health. And would you look at that, I'm almost at full HP. Now I do what you might think is a bad idea, which is charge right at them. But it works quite well, as I don't think I've gotten hit yet. My heavy is still on cooldown, so I can't use that to help me. And I get hit by my own trick of using the heavy like a melee. Fortunately, this regens all my stamina for some reason. And we engage in a round of fisticuffs. Now be honest with me. Do you think this heavy will hit? Like look, he's clearly way bigger than me. No way it'll ragdoll him. Well, if you're a contrarian and said the heavy would hit, then you'd be right! Because it completely crippled the Carnotaurus and even flung him! What? Now that I've clearly gained the upper hand in this fight, I've gained some newfound confidence and charged right at him, while managing to dodge all of his attacks. We have a small standoff by the pool after I miss one of my attacks. He's clearly trying to regenerate health, but I'm not gonna let him do that. We counter each other's heavies, but my heavy lasts longer, so I hit him again from behind, and fling him again! It's harder for me to ragdoll galleys! Now that I've gotten trapped between a rock, and me, I just keep tearing at his HP. And wow, he finally hit me with hitbox shenanigans. Nice. Anyways, my attacker is going to die by my hands. He tries to get away, but his attempts are futile. I finally hit him one last time, and wow, he probably has no idea how much stress I just went through. Dang. Hey, did you know that Utyrannis can scale walls? Yeah, I didn't either. But by using your third attack in your combo combined with a slanted wall makes you able to scale it completely. It's quite finicky, but you'll be able to get it to work eventually. This really big wall nearby the river is one that I really like to use. Using your heavy allows you to get up this wall, and boom, you're all the way at the top. What this allows you to do is dive bomb players below like you're some sort of demented pteranodon. Combine that with the fact that you can aim your heavy's movement, and you can do stuff like this. No way they'll see it coming. And while it is a lot harder to pull off in public servers, I did get a couple cool moments. Like this. Bro was just busy chatting with his friends, and then he gets mauled by a jumper Yutyrannus. I almost feel bad for him. In this clip, I jumped a Pyroraptor just busy grinding goats. And while you may think Yutyrannus can't defend itself against bigger targets, look at this fight that I had with an Ankylosaur. I'm even running out of stamina and I'm still managing to not get hit. I realize he might be regenerating, so I decide to go back in for another attack and dodge his heavy. Ankylosaur's attacks have a lot of start lag, so it's best to wait until the animation starts and then dodge to the side. To dinosaurs that you can't ragdoll with your heavy, the heavy just does all of its damage in one hit, which is incredibly useful to do a lot of damage while preventing regen. It also gives you iframes. Now see there, I ran right into the Ankylosaur's hitbox for some reason, and now I'm almost dead, so I have to play it safe. The second I see it turn around, I dodge immediately out of its way. Another heavy wasted that it could have used. Now I need to regen stamina, so I run right into it with my heavy to use the iframes to my advantage. Now notice how he immediately goes to attack after my heavy is over? This was incredibly smart. However, now that I've actually woken back up, I can fight properly again. And I end up doing this sick animation where it looks like I slid right under him. Anyways, back to the fight. I'm now running out of both stamina and health. So I take a bit of a breather and realize he's running away to try to regenerate HP. And I can't let him do that. I heavy right into him, counter his own attack, and heal some HP. Now that I'm back to almost full speed, I can easily dodge past all of his attacks, and even slide under his heavy. This proves it doesn't matter how big a target is for the Utyrannis to be able to kill it. I'm just too fast for its hitboxes. It can't keep up. Suddenly it turns night, which I didn't know was a thing, and I kill the Yankee. Woo!